Okay, welcome to Arbitrage Trading for Dummies with BozoBenk and bebs.
Bruh.
So firstly, what is bebs? So bebs is a wrapper containing Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bozo and Solana. If you can't figure it out, it's the first letter of each of them, bebs. So at the moment, there are two bebs contracts. The main focus at the moment is on the mbebs. So we have bebs and mbebs. You'll see both online as bebs, or the smaller one, the mini, the mbebs, would be referred to sometimes as baby bebs. The reason being, the major bebs doesn't really have the liquidity. I think at the moment there's everyone's a bit worried and no one really wants to pour in tons of risk. And as each bebs is roughly 300, it's a bit of a stretch for most people. So mbebs has been created to basically bring opportunity to the smaller fish, and each mbeb is priced at around $1. So if you're ever interacting with the contracts, you can look at the first four letters: capital bebs, the big one; little bebs, the baby bebs. Very simple. So yeah, basically, like Caesar's already said in his Twitter video, we're just wrapping either or smaller or larger amounts of wrapped BTC, wrapped F, Bozo, and Solana. So when it comes to wrapping into bebs, there's two ways to do it. So you can do wrap, which is the manual way. So let's just say you already had a shitload of wrapped Bitcoin, wrapped F, Bozo, and Sol. You don't need to go and do the buy and wrap option because you can just wrap what you've got. So as long as you've got a little bit extra for the TXV, you just come in, you'd say how many you want, and then you'd wrap it. And it would take those, wrap them, and produce you a BEB. If you don't have those assets, now this is the quick way of doing it, which is going to come in later when the arbitrage opportunities are there, because it's a lot quicker to do what you need to do. But basically, there's a buy and wrap. So you don't need to have these, you just need to have USDC and Solana to cover the asset values and obviously the TXV. So you wouldn't see all that, you just see the USDC and you'd go, give me however many of what that I want. So at the moment, each baby beb is about $1. So if you had $10, you put in, you want 10 bebs. Buy and wrap, bang, is done. You have the bebs now, and wrapped inside the bebs is the Bitcoin, the F, the Bozo, and the Sol. Very simple. How do you know? So, like I said, there's approximately $1. How do you know the value? So we do have the rates pages for both bebs. So the intrinsic value is the value of all the assets combined. So going back to what I said here before, you put in tenor, you'd really need $11.60 to get 10 bebs. So each beb is worth $1.16 at the moment in its intrinsic value, which means that if you were to separate it, the four assets underneath combined value would come to $1.16. And then you will see that on the DEX prices that they are trading at $1.15, so slightly less than the underlying values. And this is where your arbitrage opportunity comes in. So these can all be found on the rates pages. You can see these 24/7, and you can make a decision on what you want to do. So at the moment, there's a 0.8%, which we know. So you'd make a penny by going to the DEX, buying it over the counter and dismantling it, and then selling the assets. So the opportunities come by there being premium or a discount versus in the intrinsic versus the DEX. So in the instance here where I screenshot this the other day, there was an intrinsic value. It was discounted on the DEX. So for every BEB that you would sell, you'd make 4 cents. So the way to do it would be, there's a discount on the DEX. I will buy BEBs over the counter. I will use the unwrap and sell function, and I will make 4 cents for every BEBs that I sell. So, if you've got a few hundred, then it makes sense because you've got a nice few percent there, real easy. Now flip it the other way around, and let's say the intrinsic value is less than the DEX, then you'd go and you'd say, brilliant, there's a premium on the DEX. What I want to do is I want to buy the assets or buy and wrap, or you've got the assets and you just want to rewrap them, and then I will sell over the counter. taking the money from the DEX. So you've got two ways of making money here, either in discount one side or the other, and you basically just play off the other side. Now, the other way to make money on this is to provide liquidity. So we have a pool where you can earn at the moment 6.5% on the fees. So basically, what you need to do is you need to wrap as many bebs as you want, but you also have to do a 1-to-1 with USDC. So at the moment, if you did 100 bebs, you would need 115 USDC to pool, which makes your total deposit $230, of which you will make 6.5% on, as and when the pool is used. So fees passing through, and then round robin distribution, how it works in the background. And that's basically it for what to do with bebs. I mean, it's a dummy's guide. I can't really go much more into it than that, other than you either buy it or you sell it. It's real simple. In terms of the chart, so the Bozo chart still just looks mental. It's still absolutely holding itself up. You think all the chaos that's going on, every time that Trump talks, everything else that falls out of his arse, Bozo just keeps tapping into this high time frame support. And we're putting in small little dojis now, and at some point when the market recovers and we go for the next leg, this is just going to absolutely tear. This resistance line is on its fourth touch, so first, second, third, fourth touch. Fourth usually breaks. We've also got some cyclic timelines where if you take that point to that point, that point to that point, sorry, that point that's to that point, you get a new point which is around here and up to there to the some point in May. So it's imminent. The next big pump is coming. And be supporting. And for what reason? Well, everyone that's in BozoBenk knows what BozoBenk is, and they want to accumulate more. We're happy for paper hands to sell into support. We will pick it up. And if you don't know what BozoBenk is, and you've fallen for my title of Arbitrage for Dummies, then welcome to BozoBenk. And this is what you want to be looking at. We've got NFTs, we've got tokens, we've got burn mechs, we've got privacy. It's unruggable. You can combine stuff to make other stuff, and you can earn revenue, and it's all decentralized over the counter. And if you've got the NFTs and you've got the tokens, you get to go with whatever side has got a premium on it. And that's it. I haven't really got much more to say on this. It was quite a small video. I just thought when I watched Caesars, there would be a few things in there that people might get caught up on. So I thought I'd just elaborate and do a little chow now. So yeah, peace.